Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that an entire town has disappeared. The streets are empty. The stores are open. Cars remain parked exactly where they were the night before. Breakfast sits untouched on kitchen tables, but the people are gone. Every single one of them. No signs of struggle, no warning, no explanation. This is the story of Hollow Creek, a small American town whose residents seemingly vanished overnight, leaving behind one of the most disturbing mysteries ever recorded. What happened that night? Where did the people go? And why has no one ever found the answers? In the summer of 1987, Hollow Creek was a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and dense forests. With a population of just over 3,000 residents, it was the kind of place where everyone knew each other. Children played safely in the streets. Local businesses thrived. Crime was almost non-existent. Life moved at a slow and comfortable pace. On July 12th, everything appeared completely normal. Families gathered for dinner. Restaurants served their final customers of the evening. The town's police department reported no unusual incidents. As darkness settled over Hollow Creek, no one could have imagined that they were about to experience their final ordinary night. At approximately 11 o'clock at night, several residents reported seeing something unusual in the night sky. A brilliant blue light appeared above the town. Witnesses described it as unlike anything they had ever seen before. It wasn't an airplane. It wasn't a helicopter, and it moved in complete silence. The mysterious object hovered over Hollow Creek for nearly 15 minutes. Then something strange happened. The town became unnaturally quiet. Dogs stopped barking. Crickets fell silent. Even the wind seemed to disappear. Residents later described an overwhelming feeling of unease, as though something was terribly wrong. Then, just as suddenly as it appeared, the light vanished. The night returned to normal. The following morning, a truck driver traveling through the area entered Hollow Creek shortly after sunrise. At first, nothing seemed unusual, but within minutes, he realized something was terribly wrong. The streets were deserted. There were no pedestrians, no children, no workers heading to their jobs. The local diner was open. Coffee cups still sat on tables. Some meals appeared freshly prepared. Cars remained parked in driveways. Front doors stood open. Yet there wasn't a single person in sight. Concerned, the driver contacted local authorities. Emergency teams arrived shortly afterward. What they discovered was beyond comprehension. Every resident of Hollow Creek had vanished. News of the disappearance spread rapidly across the country. State authorities launched an immediate investigation. Federal agencies soon joined the effort. Search teams combed nearby forests. Helicopters surveyed the surrounding landscape. Every possible lead was examined, but investigators found nothing. No bodies, no evidence of violence, no signs of evacuation, no indication that anyone had willingly left the town. It was as if thousands of people had simply ceased to exist. Then investigators discovered something unusual. Near the center of town was a large circular burn mark. The scorched area measured nearly 100 feet across. Scientists were unable to determine its origin. No known aircraft, vehicle, or natural event could explain the damage. The mystery only deepened. Weeks passed without answers. Then a radio operator working hundreds of miles away reported receiving a strange transmission. The signal was weak and heavily distorted. At first, it sounded like static. Then a voice emerged, faint, desperate, terrified. According to the operator, a short message could be heard. "We are still here. Please help us." The transmission lasted only a few seconds before disappearing completely. Efforts to trace its source failed. No one could determine where it came from, or who had sent it. The recording became one of the most debated pieces of evidence in the entire case. Over the years, Countless theories have attempted to explain the disappearance of Hollow Creek. Some believe the residents were victims of a secret government experiment. Others suggest the mysterious lights were connected to extraterrestrial activity. A few researchers have even proposed the idea that the town somehow crossed into another dimension. Yet none of these theories have ever been proven. No survivors have been found. No credible explanation has emerged. And the truth remains hidden. Today, Hollow Creek remains one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. A town filled with life one evening, completely empty the next morning. Thousands of people gone without a trace. Perhaps one day, new evidence will finally reveal what happened that night. Or perhaps the residents of Hollow Creek will remain lost to history forever. Until then, the mystery endures, waiting, silent, unanswered.